Mint blog is our blog of the week this week. Joining me in studio is the creator, Lee Harding. Lee, thank you for sitting down with me on this Friday afternoon.
Thank you for having me.
Well, your blog is our blog of the week because it's just absolutely amazing. Everything you need to know as a woman, I think you cover on your blog. I want to first ask you about the name.
Yes.
Where did Pretty Mint come from?
It was just like a sort of 2 a.m. epiphany. I'd played with so many blogs. I tried 52 Dates in Cape Town because I wanted to try and do sort of like a couples blog. Mm-hmm. And then, you know, my husband and I just didn't get around to doing 52 dates in a year. And then
I think a lot of people don't get around to doing that.
It was very ambitious. So then I moved on to other lifestyle blogs, and then I just wanted pretty something. Mm-hmm. And then I think it was, I started in January last year, and the summer going into that, the colour mint, the beautiful mint jeans and mint-inspired accessories was in. And so the word was just everywhere, so Pretty Mint was born.
Nice. So why fashion?
Well,
fashion and beauty, really.
Yeah, as we were discussing before the interview, I come from a finance background and sort of pragmatism overruled passion. I wanted to go into journalism, fashion and beauty and sort of the magazine world. But the folks said, do a BCom first and then you can do whatever you want afterwards.
As most folks say.
Yes. And then I kind of got sucked into the world of banking and finance, hot men in suits.
Can't go wrong.
Can't go wrong. I got a good man out of it, so it wasn't the worst decision in the world. But I guess you always come back to your passion at the end of the day. So here we are at the ripe young age of 30 and finally doing what I want to do on the side.
And making all of us happy on the way.
I'm glad.
So how do you decide what you're going to write about?
It all really depends. I try and line things up 2 weeks in advance because I'll approach brands to work with, they'll approach me, and then in between that, life happens. And then, like the Budget Beauty Buy post, I just thought, I don't know why, I just thought about how that whole smash and grab happened. I thought, you know what, actually I should tell people about that. So, it's a combination of working with brands now and then my own personal meandering experience.
Nice. Yeah. Well, what's next for you?
What's next? Well, I've got a new blog launching. It's called Savvy Mint, and it's going to be a finance-based blog for women, by women. Use my financial background. I think my parents will be quite pleased about that. They paid for this brain, and she never used it. And then my husband's working in finance at the moment. So between us, there's a lot of advice we have to give. And the more I speak to girlfriends and women I meet along the way, it's quite scary how little they know about how to manage their banking, how to invest, how their medical aid works. So all these things that we use day to day, we have to have, and these debit orders go off our account, but we actually don't know how to make the best choices. So I'm going to try and tie that in with Pretty Mint. I've got my Steal versus Splurge. That's my most popular post, actually, coming back to that. And to try and build wealth and be a responsible adult and just explain it on women's terms as well. There's nothing worse than financial jargon. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's really bad. I actually am looking forward to your blog. I'm going to read it.
I'm glad. I hope lots of people do.
Great. Well, thank you so much for coming in and sharing. And I can't wait to see Savvy Mint.
Thank you. It'll be launching next week, so keep an eye out.
Cool.